Hello students, greetings of the day. In our previous video, we learnt about project method, definitions, characteristics of project method, principles of project method. In this video, we are going to learn about major steps involved in project method, role of teacher in project method, advantages of project method, limitations of project method. First, we will look on major steps involved in project method. So we all know that project is a well-planned method. So in order to execute a project, we have to follow certain steps. Which are the important steps followed while executing project is explained as follows. Major steps involved in project method. Step 1, creating situation. 2, selection of the problem. 3, planning. 4, execution. 5, evaluation. And last, reporting and recording. First step, creating situation. Here, first we have to make a certain natural settings so that there is a need of problem to be solved. In this first step, the teacher is going to do some work. What is that? Let's see. In this step, creating challenging environment in the class is necessary. This is done by the teacher. The teacher can discuss, demonstrate or display a problematic situation to the learners. Topics should be related to the daily life problems of learners of their society. While creating that situation, teachers should provide motivation and arouse curiosity of learners in such a way that the learners get motivated to take up a problem. The level and ability of the learners should also be taken into consideration. This is the first step. Here, the part of the teacher is very important in making address of the problem in hand, which has to be done by project method. Second step, it's a selection of the problem. After creating the situation, the next step involved in selection of a suitable problem. From the situation that has been created by the teacher, the learners are given opportunities to select the problem based on their abilities and level. That is, we have to make sure that it is according to the capacities of children's, both in psychological and physical aspects. The teacher should give suggestions, guide learners and stimulate discussion so as to help learners select realistic problems and as per their felt needs. The purpose for taking up such a project should be clearly understood by the learners. Third, after selecting a problem, the most and very important step in the project method is planning of the project. In planning, teachers should discuss with learners about the topic and give them a purview of problem from multiple angles. That means the existing problem has to be looked by various angles so that how far we get a suitable solution in order to solve the problem. In this, learners are grouped as per their level and abilities. So every individuals are different. Therefore, according to the abilities and competencies of the students, we have to group the project groups. Groups should be heterogeneous in nature. That means it includes all types of students from average to high or low average. This phase is very important phase because it is in this phase that a plan of action is framed for the execution of the project. The different steps and activities involved in carrying out the project will be discussed and planned by learners in their groups. After discussion in groups, there would be a discussion openly and freely in class under the guidance of the teacher. The teacher would then display the plan of action step by step on the board. After planning the project, next step is to execute the plan. The next step is its execution of the plan of action that has been charted out. Each member of the group would be given certain responsibilities and tasks according to their abilities. This makes sure that every member participates and is wholeheartedly involved in the work. The groups start collecting information or data so as to complete the project. The teacher can provide guidelines and support wherever needed. The deadline for the completion of the work is also given and the groups work according to that. However, there would not be much rigidity in the time allotted because the speed and level of the types of learners are taken into account. Step 5th, evaluation step. After executing the plan of action, learners get together to evaluate their tasks. They discuss on their work and check if it's in tune with the plan of action they had charted out earlier and whether the objective mentioned have been achieved or not. The learners engage in positive criticism about their work openly, give suggestions for further improvement, and also check for errors. After that, the results are discussed with the teacher and class. The last step, reporting and recording. In this step, the project, after the entire project work has been completed, the learners record all steps and make a formal report out of it. Right from the planning phase to selection of topic and planning and execution and evaluation of the tasks will be mentioned step by step in a formal manner. The report is formatted into book or record form and submitted to the teacher. This would be useful for future use and reference. So these are the important 6 steps to be followed while executing a project. So what is the role of teacher in this project method? So let us see role of teacher in project method. Here the teacher is having his or her own roles. What are those? The teacher should be guide and facilitator. The teacher helps students select a topic, help students generate ideas through brainstorming, mind mapping, guide students to formulate their project objectives, develop a contract proposal for the group, help students gather ideas, define objectives, draw up the schedule, and provide input for language skills. Intervene if student direction is not practical, offer suggestions to solve problems, and finally respond to requests from students. So these are the important roles to be played by the teacher in project method. Next, look at the advantages of using project method in classroom. We have got several advantages. Let us see one by one. First, the project method allows students full freedom of expression and also of participation. Secondly, it helps the learner to interact with real life situations. Third, it helps the student to learn the practical usefulness of different subjects of curriculum. Fourth, it provides a correlation of all the subjects while working on a project. Subjects do not remain isolated and learning comes as byproduct of purposeful activity. Number 5, it provides to the learners training in the democratic way of life. Number 6, Project method imparts training to the students to inculcate them primary virtues like tolerance, independence, open-mindedness, mutual acceptance and respect. Seventh, dignity of labor is engendered through the project method. They learn that there is a nobleness in working and doing things with their own hands. It discourages cramming and memory work. It stresses problem solving. It develops the thinking and reasoning power of the students. Project method caters to the needs of different types of learners and provides learners opportunities of participation in practical situations. It develops constructive discipline as the children remain busy with their self chosen work so they do not get opportunities to think of antisocial ways. In this way, we have got many advantages of project method. On the other side, project method has limitations also. Let us see what are the limitations of project method. Limitations of project method. This method takes a lot of time to plan and execute a single project. Secondly, it is not possible to design different projects for different topics. Such methods can only be proved successful if the teacher is knowledgeable and alert. Systematic and adequate learning is not provided by this method as it is a method of incidental. For proper execution of project, large number of financial resources are required. Sometimes the projects may be too ambitious and beyond students' capacity to accomplish. So these are the some of the limitations of project method. Dear students, in this way we learned in the today's class regarding the steps of project method, role of teacher in a project method, advantages of project method and limitations of project method. We will meet in the next class. Until then, thank you for watching the video.